I'm giving you help with assignment 121, scientific notation. There are two skills here. One is being able to deal with scientific notation using your brain, no calculator. And the other is to be able to understand and use a calculator to do scientific notation. Let me first introduce the concept of scientific notation. You are trying to represent very large and very small numbers using powers of 10. So for example, I could write 3,000, which would be easily understood, or I could write 3 times 10 to the third power. In order to do this well, you have to understand 10 to the first is 10, 10 to the second is 100, 10 to the third is 1,000. So these are powers of 10. If I have 3,000, I have 3 of these. I have 3 times 10 to the third power. If I happen to have a very large number, let's just say 7,500,000, I need to be able to count where does the decimal place go. So here, if the decimal place starts here and I want to express this in scientific notation, I need to move that decimal place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. So this number here, this large number, becomes 7.5 times 10 to the 9th in scientific notation. The first number here in scientific notation is greater than or equal to 1, less than 10. So it has to be a single digit number. It can have numbers after the decimal place. Scientific notation is also useful when you have very small numbers, like 0.00000017. So once again, I can count how many times I move the decimal to get it between the 1 and the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 1.7 times 10 to the minus 8, this small number here. On a Casio calculator, EXP is the button you use for scientific notation. Let's say I want to type in the number 7 times 10 to the 8th power. 7 exp. We'll put an E on the screen. It's asking me what's the exponent in the scientific notation. It's 7 times 10 to the 8th power. 7e8 is 7 times 10 to the 8th power. If I say equals here, it does translate it with all the zeros. So I have successfully told the calculator I want to work with 7 times 10 to the 8th power. If I multiply that by, let's say, 10,000, the number will get too big to be expressed on the screen, so it shows me here in the corner that it's 7 times 10 to the 12th power. 7 times 10 to the 12th power. So you need to be looking here for it to speak to you in scientific notation. For example, here I'll type in again a small number this time. 2.5 times 10 to the negative 14. Here's the negative. Not this one. Here's the negative. That is 2.5 times 10 to the minus 14th power. And let's say I divide that by 8. I get an answer of 3.125 times 10 to the minus 15th. So you need to make sure you're reading not just the beginning, not just the 3.125, but also the scientific notation. So I'm hoping I've taught you enough that you can complete this without a calculator, and then do this little exercise here on the bottom with a calculator.